I'm sorry. Did you say something? I'm a bit lost in thought. Today could be the day, you know. Camden could be the next one to round that corner. He is my husband, although we were together for only one night before he marched. His militia fights under the banner of we had one night together, and then he departed for 3 long years. I can't give you much in return, but what I have is yours. The Alpha Army is notoriously secretive with their information, and all my pleas for help have been ignored. You might find something in Dyden Hill. That is where Camden volunteered. Thank you for your kindness. I will be waiting here for news. No! I don't care what any paper says. Those are just words on a page. They mean nothing. You must find out the truth. On that very road, the one leading east to the Rathia coast. That was years ago. How would I look to him now? Goodbye.
Right up and allow yourself the pleasure of my company. Today only I am offering inhabitant people of Yelvan a special... What am I offering? Blast! A potion. His potion, I mean. Oleander Sinclair. See, I'm not really him. He being a dead guy I found in a mine nearby. Maybe I took his coin and drank one of his potions. That's when things got strange. I could make potions? Tonics, cordials, restoratives. Turns out I really like alchemy, but the potion's effects are fading. Let's just say before I became Oleander Sinclair, I was less a travelling alchemist and more of a robber of travelling alchemists. And I don't recall the potion's name. No surprise, I can't even remember my own name. That's the price you pay for being Those war-sworn curs likely have one in their keep. Not sure. They won't let... You could make the potion using the proper reagents, but that would require work. We've got to hurry, though, because I'm getting dumber by the moment. Scour the keep and you'll find something useful. You wouldn't believe what those Warsworn are hoarding in there. You like that head of yours? Well, if you do, I'd advise you stay here. You could end up like those in Canarok. Poor souls are they don't like me. Because they're brutes, I'd wager. Or because Castellantine Delphric wants to lock me up. Me, Oleander Sinclair. Did I mention that he's famous? That I'm famous? Surely you've heard of him. The most famous travelling potion salesman what ever lived. The guy I landed on and killed. Knew him, did you? I mean, I'm him. That's me, Oleander. In their prime, they were silk farmers. But now the village is a ruin. You can go and see for yourself. I wouldn't advise it. The worst of the worst, that one. Honourable, proven, courageous. Beautiful woman. In fact, I made clear my intentions to woo her. She made... Yes, Yolvan. Quite appealing. You should visit. Not my first choice of campsites, but better than the alternatives. I'll gladly take Warsworn's... I think there are 2 ingredients that go to the potion. Ember Eyes and Sky Blossom. Reagents you can find hereabouts. With them, I can make the potion I need. They're seeds that smoulder with the heat of a sun-baked stone. Amazing. Yes, they are very lovely. Flowers they are. Pretty flowers. Listen, I just want... You know, a person who makes potions from things like fungal spores and droppings. A virtue... What? It's me. I'm the one looking foolish. Please hurry.
As the tree roots into the earth, the tendrils of thoughts twist to the soul. As the fire renews the field, the birthing labours produce the foal. As the mantis climbs to his mate, the heart outstretched to her fair hand. As the hunter kills its prey, beside this hill he crafts from sand.
But there's no plague shield left.
This is Didenhill Village, traveller.
I'm sorry, but I'm simply out of plague shield. There's nothing I can do for you or anyone else till I have it. Blasted blood plague. It treats the blood plague, which almost all of Didenhill's sick with just now. Brother Fallon should have come with more. Can't think where he is. Brother Fallon dead on the road? Oh, this is... We don't want anyone else to die. Please, the other parcels. Perhaps they are near... I don't know. In the forest? Perhaps up the road or in the hands of the villains who killed lumpkins, oafs, and busybodies. except for I suppose they all mean well. Only the airs coming out of these woods have addled their brains. Normally, I'd say it's not as bad as it sounds. Only half the village has it now, and a bedridden village starves sooner or later. Only thing for treating the blood plague. Few indeed have the skill to make it. I certainly can't. Mathara bless you.
Come to town for the craft hall.
Why, Mitharu, what is it you... Kester Barclay, my apologies. I don't mean to be rude. This crisis has me blood plague, and the boggarts that are spreading all over Glendara. Normally the things keep to themselves. Looks like some Jotun got into their lair, though. Force the boggarts out. I can't, but Astrid Frisk, our healer, can. We've been running low. More should have arrived this morning. You can ask her about it if you're curious. You're either brave or a fool. But if you could kill the Jotun... all right. Travel north to the boggart's lair in Coilsbane and clear out their cave. Driving the Jotun from Coilsbane would be the best. Of course, Astrid Frisk could probably use some help as well. Our own healer. As you can imagine, she's hardly slept since the outbreak. If you think you can be of any help, you most likely find her in her cottage, tending to the sick. I grew up here. Seems like when I got back, I was the toast of the town. Coilsbane is a boggart cave just north of... A while back, some Jotun started digging in the caves. They drove the boggarts. Don't know what the Jotun were looking for, or if they've found it, and I don't care. I just want them... That boy needs to rest. He's got the cough. Won't listen to me or his own brother. Lumbering brutes. Almost twice as tall. Why they came to Glendara is anyone's guess. They just showed up one day. We weren't going to stop them. We're simple people here. Merchants, tradesmen. We're not equipped to deal. They won't likely kill you. Leave you weak as a kitten there. Around here, that's as good. A single boggart we can handle. But 10? 20? I can't allow them to run around unchecked, putting all the folk... Until later, then.
Looking for a blacksmith. I've got it, but not near as bad as some. Grey Gunner's laid up. Cora brought us together. Now she and Olin can worry about strangers. A good smith is never out of work. Not in a troubled village this far into the She. That all?
Hello. Welcome to our famed craft hall. If you've come to buy, you may... He handles the sales of weapon and arms. I let him after I gave myself a village like Didenhill needs a man like Kester to watch over it. It was my dream to gather all our artisans under one roof, and so I built the craft hall. We're known all throughout Dalentarth. The best art... artisans all under one roof. Come back anytime.
We're under a plague here in Dyden Hill, I'm afraid. You may wish to carry on.
Plague or thunder, the craft hall's doors are always open.
I have full faith in Kester to keep us safe. The militia's store of potions has been used up. We lost our Now it's up to me to resupply reagents and brew the potions. Our biggest problem is boggarts. So it's fire potions. Tinder twig and scarwood bark. They're out in Glandara Wood, but the wood's been far too... Makes sense, doesn't it? Wooden little things after all. You do seem the brave and heroic sort. Tinder twigs often in that cave-like pass south of the lake. And scarwood barks found by the... Tinder twig, which is easiest found in Ironhold Passage. And scarwood bark, which is Dyden Hill's warden and war hero. I doubt any could have dealt better. She's the head and the heart of the craft hall. Best thing against boggarts is flame. I can manage a crude semblance thereof, when I've the proper reagents. Where we crafters work and mostly live. Olin and Cora handle selling the goods. Oleander Sinclair. Recognize the name? Left to gather herbs in Ironhold Passage some time ago.
Reisberg Arms and Armours, blacksmithing on premises. The day I met Inga, she smote me in the heart. With that hammer there. By making the craft hall, Cora settled a land dispute, a trade argument, and made her... Oh, it's Inga who's handy at the forge. She likes iron more than people. Iron. And me. Good then.
The waters of Loch Dyden. Such a lovely sight.
When times were better, we'd hunt in these woods.
This here's the 3 lamps. Plague's put my own Grey in the healer's care, but he's sick. Off it. And while he is, I can make this in presentable. And ain't it about... Oh, he looked so fine the day he marched off a fresh soldier. I fear Boggart. We've had our plague shield, and well, so far so good. But what to do when the best cup of ale and cut of roast in all Dallentarth? And our rate great. We've an open room, if you've gold to pay. Suit yourself. All right.
You're a brave soul coming to Didenhill. This little village is faring pretty. It's in your best interest to fill your pack and depart as soon as you're able. The blood plague works fast. You met Gisela? How? I sent that death. She cannot know that I survived. Call me a coward. Call me whatever you wish. I cannot subject her to the nightmares, the wounds, the restlessness. I will spare her that torment. I don't know. I've endured much, but perhaps she has endured... A silent vigil has no doubt been as trying as my time on the battlefield. You're right. This reunion is one we... How could I have ever considered anything else? Thank you, truly. Thank you. You don't want to know about me. Besides, that name hardly means anything to me now. I came back different. I'd rather not talk about it, if that's okay with you. I think about the war enough as it is. It's pretty nasty, and I've seen my fair share of infections and ailments. It was once an old Alfar outpost. Nothing extraordinary. Nelson Shear is where I lost this hand. Where I knew I'd never come. I paid a scholar to fashion a false death notice. The kind a courier left with it several days ago. All my hope for Gisela's future.
The other night, 3 boggarts got to the village.
Food, drink, and a bed to lay your bone.
Right then.
Food, drink, and a bed to lay your bones. All right.
Haven't been to Hunter's Pit since last spring.
It takes the fire out of you, this damn disease. I should go. Go, sit down and rest.
The waters of Loch Dyke. Such a lovely sight.
It takes the fire out of you. This damn disease.
We're under a plague here.
I should go. Go, sit down and rest.
When times were better, we'd hunt in these woods. Camp in the old mine when night fell.
Another, is it? Be a dear. Find me Brother Fallon and those 3... Well, on your way with you. Guess what?
Bring your dear mother a drop of water. Othel, is that you?
Oh.
You're welcome in Didenhill, always.
My brother Thaddeus. He's sicker than he knows. I fear for him if he doesn't take a rest from guard duty. I'm a miller. None of these crafts and such for me. When I'm not, take after my old Uncle Enseneg that way. He's an odd one. Lives in Ettenmere, of all places. He stood there day and night. He don't quite know how to talk sense into the fool. Our sister could if she was fine until 2 days passed. Then, when she took sick is right when Thaddeus got that foolish notion stuck in. We suffer our share of hardships, true, but we're quiet folk. The fishing's good here, but the fish, well, there is...
Damn Red Legion.
It is you. I never dared hope that this day would come. Camden has returned to me, and you have made it so. I can see a future now, where before there was only the harsh cold of a long winter. Goodbye.
Dara, I will never be your lover. Yet I will make a likeness of your loveliness, your sun-kissed face, your moonlit eyes. I found a crest of sand, from which I will give my love true form.
Logris. You surprised me. What are you doing down here? I see my Jotun have failed at their orders. But did Padaxes send you? Lysander, perhaps? Those fools have no idea what I'm capable of. Which is obvious if you're all they sent to stop me. You act as though you're surprised to find me here. As if you weren't sent here to... But you're too late. Even now, my deathless sir... It is clear I cannot let you live. But answer me this, and I'll grant you a swift death. Which one sent you? Was it Padaxes or Lysander? As if the Onyx Tower and the Rose Court would ever end their feud. As for you, for that pathetic attempt at deception... You will be days in the dying. Logris, you surprised me. I see my Jotun have failed. Those fools have no idea what I'm capable. You act as though you're surprised to find me here, but you're too late. It is clear I cannot let you live. But answer me this, and I'll grant the Dominus of the Onyx Tower and the Magister of the Rose Court alive. I can't challenge the power of both my rivals. This isn't over, mortal. I promise you.
My. Is Star Camp being visited by a goddess? Are they all as beautiful as you? Maybe I should slap on a habit. You're in Star Camp, home of the Traveller's Dove. Now, I don't suppose you came here by accident. Well, I've seen fist-sized rubies, living people made of vine. Why join? The travellers are renowned rogues, thieves, and all-around good folk. If you live in the shadows, you want riches? We'll help you take them. You want fame? They'll sing songs of you forever. Want adventure? Look no further. I thought by the look of you that you might. But some feelings count less around here than they should. I'll send you to the camp's leader, Krilgarin.
The water shaped with ease, the sand bent just as well. The plants gave way, the beasts have fled. Even stone must give way to my love, for Dara is grander than this lake I craft, this loch beside this hill. For her, a century's task seems effortless.
So Brother Fallon is dead? And I thought things were bad as they could get. This means I'm able to supply it. The village has not always been kind to me, but never mind that. This will be my olive branch. So, you know that louse, do you? I've known him for quite some time. Good old Agarth. He warned me what too much truth can do. I wish... Cora Bannock is a meddling, presumptuous, petty hen. She turned all of Dyden Hill. Sadly, I've not been welcome across the lake for a long time. When I first arrived here, the fates were... not happy ones. Of course, until I drew their cards, I had no idea. It's not witchcraft like the townsfolk believe. It's simply reading the threads of fate, and some people can't come to terms. Farewell.
Just what do you think you're doing poking around this jail? It's always one thing or another. Boggarts, the Boggarts caused it, sure. But what caused the Boggarts? I'm the jailer. What do I look like? The damned Fate Weaver. She lives right over there, on this Trust me, you've got enough troubles with the Blood Plague and all that. We don't go toss...
Anyone who's able serves in the militia. It's the only way. Anyone who's able serves in the militia. It's the only way.
I wish Murdoch Hayne had a few more fire potions for the Boggarts.
I'd play you a song. If I had my lute, I'd play you a song. What?
You're welcome in Didenhill, always.
When times were better, we'd hunt in these woods. Camp in the old mine. The waters of Loch Dyden.
You're back. Glad to see you made it out of there alive. We felt the earth shake and when you hadn't returned. But no matter. Our town is forever in your debt. Please, take this. It's not much, after all you've done, but we would like you to have it. More ruins beneath the caverns, you say? I wonder who was there before the boggarts moved in. I hope that's the last I see of those brutes in Didenhill. Or anywhere, for that matter. Well, we've weathered this storm. Pray Mitharu we weather the next. The boggarts will always trouble Didenhill. As long as we can keep a supply of plague shield. Disgusting little fey vermin. We're all glad to be rid of them. The town gets healthier by the day, now that those little beasts are back in their den. Until later, then.
It's the boggarts bring the blood.
newcomer. What brings you to our humble mission? You have heard of our remarkable shards and gems, perhaps? Are you a follower of Mitharu, here to worship? Ah, a follower of the great order of the world. You are, of course, welcome to our humble mission. And it is a beautiful lesson in the ways of Mitharu. Each gem carries within it his influence. A shard is but one raw image of this perfection, refined by our imperfect hands. Behold our unassuming mission, pure and simple as the very first waters. Brother Ansel and I devote our hours to shards and gems, while the others tend garden and shrine. All of us pray upon our beads. He is a man of few words, but he is gifted at the Sage Crafter's table.
A visitor. By Mitharu, I am growing worried for Brother Felon. The day is come and gone, and he killed? Oh dear. Well, terrible if they were left to lie there with him. Why, yes, they are. And so he is dead then? Well, he has joined Mitharu. You should know, rather than bury prayer beads, they are passed on to some other believer. Tell me, do you adhere to Mitharu's creed? To honor and uphold the forces of order and good. Our religious mission is to see chaos and suffering laid low beneath Mitharu's hammer. You have acted well and honorably thus far. It would be wrong of me to distrust you now. Mitharu is not a jealous power. You are still a child of order if you do. At each mission, Odwig's, Edric's, and our own, there is a go you and pray at each one, and the power of Mitharu will grant your beads great and great. Pray at the shrines of St. Edric's, St. Odwig's, and before this very mission. At each one you a goodly sort of village, though it does not have the tranquility. We mourn our brother's loss, and yet in our sorrow we acknowledge that death is part. Why, the great guard of order. We have devoted our lives to this service. Yes, we have heard of the sad affliction that has struck Dyden Hill. Thus it is when nature strays. A lovely mission far to the south, in the depths of the Shee. It's been many years since I've been the heart of the Feyland, some say. Fey magic is certainly at its thickest there. A much larger mission in Goreheart to the west. I like to think what we lack therein, we have in humility. It may not have the luminous pomp of St. Odwig's, but then our worship centers on our prayer beads and the practice of cutting and clarifying shards. Mitharu watch and guide you always.
Come for our sage crafting. I can help with that. Anything else, speak with Gamian or Uda. The news of Fallon's passing will be hard on him, I am afraid. We are kindred spirits. We see Mitharu in gems. We seek holiness in refining them. Brother Gamian says it best, but in the art of working gems is all the glory of Mitharu. He has joined Mitharu now, peace upon his soul. We have quiet, order, and a sage-crafter's bench. What more could I desire?
That's all the plague shield then. We have enough to last for a while yet, at any rate. Please, have this as thanks. Poor dear. That is an old stone. He'll be sorely missed here and up at the mission. Made with thorough keeping. I'm just glad we've worked that old nonsense and bother out. All that petty worrying. On with you. Get.
Aye.
Thanks to you, I've enough plague shield to treat. When this plague shield runs out, I don't know what we'll do then. Well, on your way with you.
It's busy today. I've got supplies if you need them. Don't be a stranger.
I don't know if I'll ever take on another. Apprentice, not after Karth's betrayal. It just goes to show that we gnomes should stay with our own. Goodbye.
What do you want?
Need some... I thought about searching for trouble. Need anything?
Well, I ain't exactly forthcoming with tasks for you, but I can jaw a bit. Oh, don't mind me or nothing, just an interested party that's good, clean folk. Well, mostly clean, and mostly good. We live our lives in the wilds. Krulgeren's the tempting bit of fate that runs Star Camp. You'll have to... But she and I have worked more than a few jobs together. She trusts my judgment if she...
Nice to see you, my child. I hope all is going well for you this day. I have a request. A selfish one, but... well, it's Brother Padrick. He's a friend of mine. He left about a year's time ago in search of adventure. He mentioned hearing about a treasure only found through a hidden exit from Split Rock Depths. But such a long time has passed and no word from him. I'm terribly worried, and I thought you might... well, you could... check up on him. Mitharu's blessings upon... Thank you so much. If it helps, I would begin your search at Split Rock Depths. It is the only place he had mentioned. Towards Haxie and into Split Rock Depths. Begin your search for him there. A dense and magical forest. Home of the Traveller's Camp, and from what I hear, it may be home to some of the... I'm probably not the most worldly man, but I know enough to be honest. He was always looking for more adventure than St. Edric's could offer him. When he spoke of travelling and seeing more, the man was such a dear friend. He even asked me to go with him. I came to St. Edric's to find peace. It's quite scenic, and nature's beauty has always helped me think better. They are a system of caves running through Hax, said to have a hidden exit that holds a treasure on its cliff. If it can be found, that is. So much of the world around us is... St. Edric's wants to show us a way to see those things. The meanings, and go with the thorough child.
Come, rest this spell. I hope your search for the truth is leading you down a righteous path. Mitharu knows there's enough chaos in the world to... I'll admit that the Eastern lands are beautiful in their own way. Like Dalentarth, the forests and swamps are ruled. Clyricon should be seen. but I advise that you wait until after the war passes before you pay. I know only what I've seen from this hill. The Fae are a wild race, inspired by the intimacy. Occasionally Father Eter would play host to a visiting summer court Fae, but I know nothing of the meetings. 5 years in the swamps of Cluricon was enough to rid me of my lust for war. I was an impet, but I found home here with the others. All we seek is a sliver of peace in this vast world. The Authority is the one true father to all humankind. It is by his grace and order that we are able to survive the trials of this world. Our goal, as set forth by St. Edric, is to find the order in nature. This mission was established 20 years ago. The gardens and fauna pens were Father Eter's idea. He marveled at Mitharu's gifts, the magic in the world around us. Goodbye.
If you wish to see the father, you will have to wait. These days, St. Edric had a spiritual kinship with nature, the greatest of our makers' wonders.
Bless you, friend. Welcome to St. Edric's. There is magic everywhere, child. I have been training an apprentice, Brother Wolf, in these things as well. One who's... The members of the House of Ballads keep the great legends of its heroes alive through song. It is one of the most revered houses, established centuries back. He and I have been working to locate new and interesting crystals that may be... I expect Brother Wolf is working diligently. And when he returns, I will accompany him on another expedition down... He is from the House of Ballads, also known as the Storyteller. But that is... Few mortals know the way of the Fae. But it would do us all good to emulate their respect. See you later, then.
If you wish to see the Father, you will have to wait. St. Edric had a spiritual kinship with nature. The greatest...
Hello there. Don't tell me. Yes, that's it. We've met before. We have. Right here in... Hope this works. Bottoms up. I think it's working. Indubitably. Plethora. As agreed, here's your payment. You're a real lifesaver. Not sure if I'll ever quite remember who I am, where I'm from. Probably for the best. Didn't like that fellow. I like to wander. Most in Yolvan do. It's a word of warning. Avoid the southern road into Webwood. Spiders as big as a man down there.
story of two valiant souls I bring. Of the lords named Aermer and Creth I sing. Two hearts united against common foes. The thoughts in mind of one the other knows. Lord Creth, of Fey knights most stoic and grave. Lord Aermer's night hand and shadow, the brave. And genteel Aermer, his equal in might, the dawn to Creth's dusk, the day to his night. Here's the tale of how they stopped a troll. The Maid of Windermere misled its soul. Named Nyx had a most troubled heart. In nature it was displeased with its part. It hated its difference from the norm, and wished to shed its current form. In grief it went to the Maid Windermere. She motioned to Nyx and beckoned him near. "It is your wish to be human, I see," she whispered to the troubled troll in glee. "I shall grant you your wish and make you so. You are a human now," she cackled.
I've been tracking you for some time. Enodon keeps you strong, but I am stronger. Delph and Ugnar will perish. 2 lives for 1. It is the blood right, and I will be free of it at last. Give me Delph's dagger, and you may find mercy in Enodon. True, but I know him, and he will not rest until one of us is satisfied the blood right. 2 must die, so 1 will live. I intend to be the one to live. Excellent. Enodon's justice will be...
It's good to see you. Make it quick. I've got work to do. Can't pay my debts with firewood, not in Gorehart. I knew it was only a matter of time, and I'm not surprised. Delph will do anything to save his own hide, but hiring a sword, if you want to collect my dagger, you'll have to fight me for it. Steel for steel. I used to be quite the scrapper. Didn't Delph tell you that? Edward knows where I am. When he shows up, the only thing to keep me from death is still having... You're right. I've spent years trying to bury my past, hoping to wash away my sins with an honest day's work. If I take my dagger, tell him I'm dead. For the Agnar Odgrey you once knew is truly gone. Goodbye and good luck.
Welcome to Gorehart.
Need something? I've got supplies if you need them. Nice talking to you.
Faye, in Gorehart. It isn't right.
I knew neither of them would face me himself. Who sent you? Was it Delph? Agnar? His betrayal was the coldest. I dragged that boy from the depths of a Mergen nest, and then raised him as my own. They are my sons and brothers, a vast family with one goal in this short life. To punish the weak and initiate the dangerous, yes, but narrow as a blade. That one couldn't see beyond the realm of his precious Enodon. He suffers for it. So, you're here on behalf of Delph, that traitorous sow. I gather you're... What Delph doesn't realize is that the blood right is a privilege of the Red Legion, and he lost that privilege. The choice is yours, stranger. Throw your lot in with the monk and his coward god, or work for me. At least I will pay you for your trouble. Don't tell me you're as thick as your friend Delph. I require his death. Either you can do it, or I will send another. It's your choice. Unwise. Some of us are richer than kings. If you're not with us, you're against us. The Red Legion drinks the blood of its enemies.
Welcome to Gorhart.
It's done? I don't know how I feel. It's like the end of a long nightmare. How can I ever thank you? I took up a collection around the mission. I lied and said it was for charity, but you understand. The others can never know. See you soon.